Hey everybody, I'm Chef Santana and you're watching Cooking with Compare Foods. Today we're talking about grilling vegetables. Now to prepare these, we're going to use my garlic herb marinade as well as my all-purpose seasoning. We're just going to start with 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon cumin, 1 tablespoon of pepper. Mix that up, there you have it. Now this is something that you can make to put on any dish. I use this for everything. So it's a very simple marinade that we have here. Again, you just take your rosemary, throw it in the oil, take your time, throw it in there, your garlic, throw it in there as well. Give it a nice little stir. It doesn't matter if your all-purpose seasoning kind of gets in there. And there you have it, a beautiful, beautiful marinade for your grilling. We're gonna start off by prepping our plantains, which is a few little simple knife cuts. So today we're shopping for black plantains. Now, these things are very delicious. They're sweet. The longer they sit, they make great for grilling. You swipe it with some coconut oil and they make a delicious dessert. Put it on top of ice cream. Have fun with it. Now, if you can't find black plantains as soon as you come in the supermarket, just make sure you just get the ripest yellow one that you can find. Let them sit for a few days and then they'll start to turn. And I'm just gonna snip off the ends right here, cut it straight down the middle, and then again, lengthwise. The reason why I'm going to keep the skins on is it's going to act as a little pocket and it makes like a nice presentation, and then they'll pop right off once the heat hits it. Next, we're going to do one of my favorite vegetables. That is the chayote. Chayote comes from Mexico and you find them throughout the whole Caribbean right now. But this right here is a squash. It's very delicious. It's very versatile, and you can eat this stuff raw. You can have it sauteed, grilled. Now, you'll find these in supermarkets 2 different colors. It's usually a darker green or it's usually a lighter green. The darker green one, as we have today, is going to be a little bit more sweeter. All right, first what I want to do is I want to take my knife and go straight down the center. Now there's a seed right here. It's real easy to get that seed out of there. You can just kind of carve it out with a spoon. And then we're just going to slice it straight down in thirds. Right here. Next, let's move on to these gorgeous peppers right here. We're going to put this in a Ziploc bag, fold it back, and just throw each pepper in there one by one, and do a quick drizzle of the garlic herb marinade. You can do this a couple minutes before you take this outside. It's really that simple, and you're just going to grill them whole. You always want to have something that's very approachable. I like to go with corn. It's a crowd pleaser. It's so versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. So we can get the ones with the half husk on. This is how I like to do it. When you're cooking for big groups, you can just cut these corns in half or in thirds, and they stretch a long way. Now remember, if you want a little bit of drama, a little bit of presentation, keep the husk on, pull it back. Again, have fun with it. It's your kitchen. It's your party. Do what you want. Now before I grill these potatoes, I just want to throw a little bit of my garlic herb marinade on these as well, and just a dash of my all-purpose seasoning. And I'm just going to take my spoon real gently and just kind of toss everything in there. All right, so we have all our veggies prepped. We're going to take this out to the grill and we're going to get cooking. We're going to start grilling. I want to start off with the corn, but one tip first. I like to keep one half of the grill super hot, the other part of the grill kind of low. I can kind of shift and move things over to the side when things start to cook a little too fast. Just going to put it straight down. And this is when right now I'll just go ahead and use my coconut oil. It already melted. I'm just going to brush it real nice. Now when it comes to oils, when it comes to cooking, I go for an oil that has a higher smoke point, something that can withstand longer cooking times and high heat. That's why I love choosing coconut oil. So you go with the unrefined coconut. It still has that nice coconut flavor in there, those hints, those things that you know that the coconut is there. Now, if coconut flavor isn't really your jam, but you still want that quality high cooking smoke point, go with a refined coconut. It's the same smoke point minus the aggressive coconut flavor that I love so much. Across, and I'm wanting to get a few marks on it, and then I'll just transition the corn to a higher part of the grill. All-purpose seasoning. Next, we're going to move on to the potatoes. I'm putting them flesh side down, and what I'm going to do with the chayote, I'm just going to kind of brush it and then lay them down. So I'm going to close the grill so we can get the temperature back up, and then 2 or 3 minutes we'll open it back up, flip it, and continue. All right, so we've been cooking for like 3 or 4 minutes now. So I want to just take a peek at everything just to see how everything's cooking. Look at the temperature. This corn right here, this is what I want. You see these black spots, it's caramelization. So I just want to flip everything over. And then we're going to check on the potatoes here. Oh yes, this is a beautiful color. This is what we're going for right here. I wanted to shift the chayote to the hotter part of the grill so I can get those grill marks and get that deep rustic flavor in there. All right, so now what I want to do, these potatoes are already cooked, so I want to just kind of move them to the cooler side of the grill back here. The chayote should be ready to flip. We're want that color right there. What we're gonna do is take the chayote, kind of shift it over to the other side of the grill so we can make room. We're gonna go right into the peppers. We're gonna throw them on the hot part. We just placed the peppers down. What we're looking for is those grill and those char marks. Once the peppers start to deflate, then we know that they're getting closer to done. Now what I wanna do is start getting a little heat on these plantains, so we're gonna start in reverse. We're gonna put this on the lower portion of the grill, and then once all the vegetables are done, then I'll flip them over and put them on the bottom part of the grill. We'll put a little nutmeg on here, and as always, a little bit of salt. Everything takes like 5 to 6 minutes. Now what we're looking for these peppers, we want them to deflate a little bit. As you notice right here, they're already starting to do so. If you have a little while before your guests are starting to eat, just make sure you cover it over with some foil and it retains the heat better. All right, so now we want to turn up the flame on these plantains a little bit. So now that these been getting heated up and getting warm, I'm about to bring these to the hotter part of the grill, straight down like this. We want to get those beautiful grill marks on there, and we want that caramelization to happen so they can get even sweeter. I just want to char these limes, and I'm gonna squeeze it all over the vegetables. Now, when it comes to cooking vegetables, you want acid. It's so delicious. All right, let's start taking these peppers off. These things are done. They're soft to the touch. Plantains off the grill. And as you see, the heat starts to bring the skin back, so it's easy to work with. So all of our food is done. Our beautiful vegetables are fully cooked. Let's start plating so we can get eating. All right, we're gonna start off with these potatoes right here. Wherever they fall, let them fall. Just kind of put them down here. Take our chayote. Kind of place that around as well. Next, we're gonna go with these plantains. Now, I have a plantain leaf that I saw in the produce section. Thought I wanted to have some fun with it. So I just cut out a few squares and then I'll just use them to place the plantains on them. So with the plantains right here, we'll separate that with the peppers. And then let's put the corn down. Now, we have the cotija cheese. So when we're grilling, when we're hosting, we want to think more condiments. I'm gonna go with some cotija cheese. This right here is the alternative to Parmesan. Different flavor profile, delicious, and it's very versatile. We're gonna put this on the chayote as well as the corn. We can sprinkle that on the corn. It'll taste good on the chayote as well. And there you have it. I'm Chef Santana Burris. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Remember, the chayote, the potatoes, the plantains, the peppers, as well as the corn. All these ingredients can be found at Compare Foods Charlotte. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.